Hello, my fam. I love you. I am wildin' out today, drinking the Airborne with a bunch of ice cubes. Not because I'm sick. Thankfully, I fought that off. But I feel like I need extra protection today. And I'm drinking it from a very special glass. This is my mother's, and it belonged to her and my dad. I need all the protection I can get because I am feeling a lot of negative vibes coming my way. Yesterday, my appearance on the Hills aired. And before I even had a time to check social media, I made my reaction video, and I also shared some behind the scenes scoop, a lot of exclusive info, which if you didn't see that, make sure you watch it. It's on my The Perez Hilton YouTube channel. And then after that, I got a chance to catch up and see what people were saying on MTV's socials. Because up until then, I was living in a little bubble, a little Perez safe space where you, most likely, and others that are part of my fam were leaving comments supporting me. And then I saw that you're probably in the minority. And that's okay. That's okay. Because we are free thinkers. And also, if MTV wants to paint me the villain and make me a cast member next season, I will happily be the villain. Yeah. Anyways, I will talk more about the Hills later. But first, I need to let you all know that yesterday I didn't mention anything Taylor Swift because I was exhausted and drained and pooped out. And I did so much talking on Sunday. I did 2 YouTube videos about it. And we talk a lot about Taylor and everything that went down on my latest podcast out now. Make sure you tune in to the Perez Hilton podcast with Chris Booker on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. That's perezpodcast.com. One thing, though, that we didn't talk about, and let me tell you, it got heated. Part of me thinks that, well, no, he's not like that. Booker's not a troll. I'm not a troll. He believes everything he said, and I believe everything I said. We talked about everything. About Taylor playing the victim, about Kim and Kanye, of course, about Justin and Scooter Braun. But one thing that we didn't discuss was Ariana Grande. We did talk Demi Lovato, but Ariana, by the time we recorded the podcast yesterday, had not spoken out. Then it started to go viral that Ari did speak out, posting and then deleting something on her Instagram story that read, "I would never support someone with intentions of hurting another person. I spoke to him myself," Scooter Braun, "as soon as I heard. I don't mean to make this public or get involved, but I've noticed mixed opinions where people used my name. Please spread love. I'm so sorry, Tay. I love you. Stay strong." Well, I thought that was awesome and playing both sides, but now it's been told to us we're supposed to believe that that was fake and photoshopped, and Ariana didn't release that. And Variety is reporting that Scooter is telling Ariana not to get involved in any way, not to defend him or support Taylor, just to stay out of it. Which I think is BS. She is her own person who is a free thinker who can have complicated thoughts on complex matters. Ariana owes it to her fans to speak. She is tied to this story, and I am thoroughly disappointed that she hasn't spoken. Do you think Ariana needs to speak, should speak on the Taylor and Scooter Braun drama? Let me know, because I would love to hear from you. And speaking of drama, Khloe Kardashian fat-shaming Jordyn Woods. Khloe Kardashian fat-shaming Jordyn Woods. Khloe Kardashian is on a show called Revenge Body. Khloe Kardashian used to be called the Fat Kardashian. Does this now mean that people can call her the Fat Kardashian? I'm not saying you should. I'm just asking a question. So good. You know, I'm tempted. I got a new sponsor for the podcast, not related to the videos, which is a CBD sponsor, and I have never tried CBD. I'm tempted to take some before a video. I may do that, maybe tomorrow. It could be a fun thing, but I'm waiting to use it until I need it. So I don't think I need it today. I'm just feeling bad vibes, but I'm feeling like I can handle it. Probably because it's still early on in the week and I am rested. As the week goes on, I usually get less and less sleep and I'm feeling like, Anyways, let me read to you exactly what Khloe Kardashian said so you can decide for yourselves if it was out of line. Khloe went on a girls' getaway with her sisters to Palm Springs, the very fancy mega mansion that Kris Jenner bought for the family. Coco got drunky drunk and started to FaceTime with a friend of Tristan's, whom allegedly was with Tristan at the time so he could hear everything. And Khloe told this guy, Savas, liar, liar. Tristan, blank you if you can hear me, blank you. They both admitted it to me, both of them. Fat blanking blank holes. Don't say that you didn't do something that you blanking did when you both blanking told me that you kissed blank. Listen, she was drunk, and that's no excuse. You know that saying, the drunk mind speaks the sober man. She views being fat as a problem or an insult or something bad. That's why she said it. Is there any other interpretation? Let me know down below or in the live chat. Hopefully you're live chatting with me as well right now. If you don't live chat with me, that means you probably don't have my notifications turned on YouTube. Make sure you do that. Speaking of the Kardashians, Khloe's sister Kim has officially decided to rename her shapewear line. Kim says, being an entrepreneur and my own business being an entrepreneur. This always makes me happy. All right. Oh. Dil, te quiero, papi. Di, te quiero. Un besito. Te quiero, papi. Oh, look who we have here, too. Di, te quiero, papi. Te quiero. Whatever. All right. Okay. So, Kim says, being an entrepreneur and my own boss has been one of the most rewarding challenges I've been blessed with in my life. What's made it possible for me after all these years has been the direct line of communication with my fans and the public. I'm always listening, learning, and growing. Like, I so appreciate the passion and varied perspectives that people bring to me. When I announced the name of my shapewear line, I did so with the best intentions in my mind. Like, my brands and products are built with inclusivity and diversity at their core. And after careful thought and consideration, I will be launching my solution wear brand under a new name. I'll be in touch soon. Thank you for understanding and always supporting. Always, bye. Laughing all the way to the bank. Kim is, not me. I barely make any money on these YouTube videos, and I spend so much time on them. But I do hope, I am confident that as I continue to grow the channels, the money will come in. But you have to be really getting a lot of views per video. It's kind of depressing. Honestly, it almost makes me want to not make videos and focus my energy elsewhere. Don't worry, I don't think I'm gonna stop. But I'm also a little down because this is public info. I ain't telling you any secrets. If you go to socialblade.com, you can see that my views were way down for the month of June on my Perez Hilton YouTube channel. That's because all the beauty drama happened mostly in May, and I missed the beauty drama. Those views were sweet. What's the next YouTube drama that I can sink my teeth into? Let me know in the comments section or in the live chat. All right. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I haven't had a drink of alcohol since April 1st, by the way, and I don't think I'm going to until my mother's birthday in October, when I might have 1 or 2 drinks when I take her out for her birthday brunch. I'm in a really good mood today, even though I'm the villain. All right, on to more reality TV news. The loved ones of Beth Chapman, including husband Dog the Bounty Hunter, celebrated her life in a touching tribute in Hawaii, a traditional Hawaiian ceremony where they paddle out in the ocean in her honor. I continue to think of her and her family, and I'm keeping them in my thoughts. All right, I mentioned that I would talk about the Hills again, and one thing I did not mention in my recap reaction video yesterday is, in this new interview, Spencer Pratt reveals that his first time filming with Mischa Barton, it was a dinner scene. They were eating together, and they kept asking her if she wanted to have anything to drink, and she said no, as in an alcoholic beverage. Then, when the cameras stopped rolling, she downed 3 glasses of wine, Spencer claims. I have no reason to doubt him. I don't know him as a liar, and this is so reflective of Mischa and her role on the Hills this season. She did it for the money. She's being very careful because she doesn't want to be portrayed in a negative light. And she, well, maybe. I mean, if she gets asked back, of course, I think she'll do it because she wants the money. But I don't know if she'll get asked back. I keep hearing that she's boring this season. I mean, hello, they had to bring me in to spice things up. All right, more reality TV news from another MTV show to another from one MTV show to another one. JENELLE EVANS is making a lot of headlines. First, she reunited with her kids to throw a birthday party with her mother for her 5-year-old son. Allegedly, that birthday party was illegal because it was not with a court-appointed monitor. It was unsupervised. There was no professional there observing the interactions. And allegedly, that's what had to happen. Additionally, JENELLE, I should say her lawyer, has come up with a really good strategy to get her kids back, at least some of them, because not all of them are with her mother. They are making the case that she, JENELLE, is in fear for her children's safety at her mother's house because of her brother. JENELLE's brother, Colin, has had a lot of interactions with police, 8 to be exact, since February. He's called to report trespassers, stalkers, possible break-ins, and claims someone was putting chemicals in the water. Is he on drugs? I would be concerned too, actually. Maybe this is what it'll take to get her kids back. She has been away from them for a while now. In more reality TV train wrecks, thank goodness somebody is looking out for Honey Boo Boo. Her mother, Mama June, has lost access to Honey Boo Boo's money. And this just makes me think, in every instance where a child is working, they need to be protected. Unfortunately, when it comes to reality TV, that is not the case. As we now heard, Honey Boo Boo is making money and has made money for a while now. If she were an actress, there are laws in place that certain accounts need to be set up that don't give the parents access to them. You don't have rights to get that money. Not all of it, at least. There needs to be a union for child reality stars, and the same needs to be done for them. But thankfully, Pumpkin, who's just 19, made sure that this would happen because Mama June is still in such a bad shape. It's just like a broken record and so sad, especially because there's so many children involved. Like Mama June has multiple kids and her whole family must be hurting over this. Addiction, man. It's a blank. All right, I'm gonna talk about Trisha Paytas in a second, but first I need to give a shout out to two members of my fam that are rock stars. Rachel Lagona just left me the kindest comment yesterday during the live chat. She said, I don't really care about the people you're talking about today. I just love you and I love hearing you speak and your voice is very soothing. It is? I think my voice is musical. I love hearing myself speak and I love using my voice like an instrument, but I wouldn't say it's soothing. So thank you, Rachel Lagona. I love you. Also, thank you to Meter Sangita. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Meter Sangita is an A+ human being. Perez Hilton loves you. And I love you watching, even if I didn't just mention your name. Thank you all. All right, Trisha Paytas has released a new music video for her song Quentin Tarantino. And what I find very interesting is somehow she continues to find the money to make these big budget music videos. How? I mean, maybe she got the people to work for free, but I remember looking at some Instagram stories that she was posting and she got a professional studio outdoor stage, like a street scene, like I don't know which one it was, but you know how they recreate New York or recreate that and this? That's not gonna be for free. And she got a trailer where movie stars are in, you know, those aren't free either. So even if she got the camera people and the hair and makeup, but even then, like, if she got them to work for free, that would kind of get out, wouldn't it? Would people blab? Did she get them to work for free? Did she pay for them? If she did, how does she have the money to make these big budget music videos? I don't know. Crazy. But good on her. I didn't watch it. I watched a little bit of it, but I had a busy day yesterday. And that's the tea. All right, on to some British news, because I'm a big Anglophile. Guess who Chris Martin's new lady is? I'm falling into you. Na 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 na. Give me electricity. Dua Lipa. I'm into it. I mean, she's a lot younger than him, but whatevs. If it was an older woman and a younger guy, I'd be like, get it. So get it, Chris Martin, get it, Dua Lipa. They're both British. They both are, well, actually, I think Chris Martin is based in Los Angeles because his kids are here. But you know what? Summer lovin' happened so fast. Summer lovin' had me a blast. Have fun, you kids. Also, I posted this on my website yesterday. If you haven't seen it yet, Miley Cyrus performed at Glastonbury, and I didn't like it. She did a rock and roll set. Maybe if she was doing rock and roll songs, but she did a rock and roll version of Party in the USA and a rock and roll version of Wrecking Ball, and it just did not work for me. She also was rocking the rock and roll aesthetic, and oh well. At least she was singing live and she can still sing. Hold on, I'm having an OCD moment. Gotta do something real quick. Here we go. I'm falling into you. Okay, also, speaking of British people, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, speaking of British people, this weekend, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going to be having a christening for baby Archie, or as a lot of Americans would call it, a baptism. And go with me on this one. Yesterday, Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas were in Paris still. They were in France for Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner's wedding. Paris is a short train ride away to the UK. If Priyanka Chopra was invited to the christening, that invitation would have happened a while ago. She could make it. She could make it if she wanted to, if she was invited. Priyanka Chopra, who used to be a very good friend of Meghan Markle's, noticeably was absent from the baby shower. I'm usually not a conspiracy theorist, but if Priyanka does not go to the baby christening, I'm gonna say that the rumors of a falling out are true. And if so, I think it's probably because Meghan Markle didn't go to Priyanka's wedding. But she was pregnant, that's her excuse. But they were really good friends, so we shall see how that pans out. All right, in more European news, because I am global, Pamela Anderson was dating this international soccer star for a while and recently made headlines making some allegations against him that were pretty harsh, including domestic violence and abuse. This guy now, his name, who cares about his name really? Let's not even mention his name, but he is denying the allegations, and he wrote a very lengthy post claiming that Pamela Anderson made this up to hurt him. So I believe in being fair and sharing the other side of the story. And there you have it. If you want to read what this guy has to say, click the link down below. Of course, like always, I will post the links to everything I talk about in the description of this video down below so you could read, see, or hear more. All right, from Pamela Anderson to another unpleasant story. An obsessive fan was arrested after showing up at Khloe Grace Moretz's doorstep. She's a really pretty girl. And she's been in a lot of movies. And there's a lot of sick people on this planet. I've had my fair share of, not stalkers, but just crazy people obsessed with me. I've outlasted them all. In more wacky news, a Facebook office was evacuated yesterday after this potentially deadly chemical was found. It was sarin, which is a chemical warfare agent classified as a nerve agent. They found that in one of the YouTube post office facilities, like shipping and mail. Honestly, I would not want to be working at Facebook or at YouTube. There are a lot of crazies out there. Actually, you didn't hear this from me, but this is real. I'm giving you some exclusive YouTube tea. Not that you care, it's probably not that exciting, but I heard, and this is true, it's a fact. If you're a reporter watching this, you can call up YouTube and fact check it, because it happened. Recently, for 2 weeks, YouTube got extra security. They hired freelance security to work at YouTube because they had received credible threats. Can you imagine the amount of threats that YouTube and Facebook gets on the daily? I wouldn't want to work there. You know, well, it still sucks. Thankfully, you know, shootings seem to mostly happen in schools, but there are a lot of workplace shootings too. Ugh, America. Let's keep it moving. In more news, Rose McGowan, for some reason, felt compelled to diss the New York Times because they won the Pulitzer for their Harvey Weinstein reporting. She said, "I've been called one of the first to speak out. No, I was the first. I called the New York Times. I blew it wide open, not them. They won the Pulitzer and I'm the one hard up for money. It's disgusting. I was kind of grossed out by how much they enjoyed being lauded." Listen, I get it. Rose McGowan has been through a lot, but I like to be accurate. And Rose McGowan did speak to the New York Times first, but she didn't speak on the record, so they never ran anything. The first person to speak on the record was Ashley Judd in the New York Times. If it weren't for Ashley Judd speaking on the record about Harvey Weinstein, I'm not sure that door would have swung wide open. Probably would have, or not, because he had been doing that for so long. But it was Ashley Judd, not Rose McGowan. All right, on to lighter news. Terry Crews reveals that a White Chicks 2 is in the works. And I have a feeling that cult comedy may be a sleeper hit. Part 2 probably will do better than Part 1 did. All right, on to some more YouTuber news. Phil Lester, aka AmazingPhil, has come out of the closet, and his video was a lot different than his. Didn't that Dan guy and him used to date? Or am I confusing my YouTubers or my British YouTubers? Anyways, he made a really cute video that was charming and thankfully not that long. If you haven't seen it, I'll have the link down below for you to check it out. So congrats, AmazingPhil, on being amazingly open. Salud. Also, speaking of coming out of the closet, if you missed it, LIL NAS X finally came out. Cheers, queer. And finally, I want to end things on a really positive note. I wish I could do this. I wish I was making this much money to be able to give back in such a way. I think you have a responsibility when you're making a ton of money to do good with it. And it made me so happy to see that Chip and Joanna Gaines just donated $1.5 million to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Bravo, Chip and Joanna. And those two are only going to make even more money going forward when they launch their own TV network. Ah! Thank you for watching, my fam. Thank you for being there for me always. It means everything to me. I love this bubble that we are in. And if there are any haters watching for whatever reason, hi to you too. I'll take your view. I love rhyming. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share, turn on your notifications. Follow me on Instagram, the website on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Get a cameo from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Sign up to our newsletter at PerezNewsletter.com. Listen to the podcast at PerezPodcast.com. And most importantly, remember, you're a superstar. Yes, that's what you are. You know it. Come on, Vogue. Thanks for watching, my fam. I love you. Mwah.